Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cashback. Hey guys, welcome to episode 10 of Season 7 in the Career Mode RTG. The fight for European spaces is still very, very hot. We're also still in the FA Cup, so I'd very much like to try my best to win that trophy this season. We're going to sim this first game against Newcastle, play Forest, play Southampton, and then play Bournemouth. All three games, I believe, in the league are at home, and the FA Cup game is when it eventually loads, also at home. So they're all home games today. I am going to have to make a slight change to the starting lineup here to take Morales out for Tom Davies because he's clearly not fit enough to be able to start. But other than that, we should be able to start that starting 11 and stand a good opportunity of getting a result here against Newcastle. We'll sim this first game and hopefully come away with a victory in it. And then we can start a full-strength side in every single game throughout the remainder of the month. The rotated side tried their absolute best against Watford and were able to get us through to the next round of the FA Cup, but it was rather fortunate the manner in which that the victory came about. So I'm not going to run the risk in latter rounds now of getting knocked out because I'm not starting a strong enough 11. I'm going to start my full strength 11, and then if the other players that were involved in the previous games have the opportunity to make an impact off the bench, then they certainly can. But we got a great win there against Newcastle to give us 3 points in the league, and we shall quickly just alter things around again so that Morales is back into the starting 11, and we'll progress further forwards now towards that game against Nottingham Forest in the Premier League, where fingers crossed we can get another set of 3 points. Forest don't have a very strong squad at all, so I'm hoping they've actually got a number of regens in here as well. 3 of their back 4 and their goalkeeper are all regens too. So I'm hoping that this should be pretty straightforward. Their highest rated striker is currently out injured. Unfortunately for them, it's Akinola, and he's got 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, so I'm kind of glad that he's injured. It's kind of a let-off for me. We don't have to face the pace, but hopefully this should be pretty one-sided. Cross there to Javier Morales. Nicely out wide to Ademola Lookman, who's had a quiet season by last year's standards. We'd certainly like for more from him in the latter half of this season if we can get it from him, get it out of him. Really should have had an effort on goal there in that move, but unfortunately I couldn't quite work it. Layout, looking for Gerzic. Now we should get an effort on goal. We have done, but Pudil's made a good save. Unfortunately for me, Lookman will deliver the ball into the middle. It's a good ball in. It's going to come free here to Diogo Dalot. Back down the line there looking for Ziegler. Takes it in stride well, turns well, crosses well, and can't quite find Ademola Lookman at the back post. Cedric's the man that wins the header. Still the ball will come in from the corner. Perella's up. Good save by Pudil. Pressure is on for Nottingham Forest here. The ball will not. Oh, Diogo Dalot. Great leap, but got right underneath it and well over the bar it went. Really on the back foot here, Nottingham Forest, at the beginning of this game. I'd like to think I can keep them on it for the majority of it as well and grab a couple of goals. We've done everything but score so far. Bit more movement from my striker, please. Again, he just kind of stands there. Now he's made the run and we'll play him in. We'll get into the box. We'll look to pull it back to someone. That someone is Javier Morales, but cleared away by the defenders. The second half of the first half hasn't been as one-sided as I was hoping it was going to be. I would still like to get a 1-0 lead before the break if we can, just to assert our dominance. Oh, Gerzic, that touch lets you down. That sums up my first half, really. Not good enough. Playing against a team that we really should be battering, and battering well, and I can't seem to get the opportunities on goal. After that first spell of pressure, it's been pretty dead for us, and we might be going 1-0 down here, and we are. Cummings, with the cross that was behind him, somehow digs it out and buries it in the back of the net. Forest 1, Cambridge 0. He's pulled the ball back there nicely. It's a good cross, and Cummings... Oh, awkward technique on it. Poor from Perella. Oh, why he's done that, the technique with Perella to stop and then go with the battle. Just turn and stick a leg out. 1-0 Nottingham Forest. Why is it always the games that I should dominate I really struggle in? Yet the games that I should struggle in, or the games that should be pretty even, I end up winning convincingly. We'll send Gerzic down the line here. Ziegler's with me still, so we'll use him now. Cross the ball into the middle, looking for Ademola Lookman. Can't find him. Sorry, not Ademola Lookman. Rafael Leao's trying his hardest. Will we get the opportunity to take the corner before half-time? We will. Ademola Lookman to deliver it. Conti's there in the middle, as are a couple of others. Conti could get to this. Oh, ref! At least let me shoot. 1-0 down at half-time. Here's Burns. Still going. Shot blocked. He's going to fall to Burns again, and the deflection takes it in. Nottingham Forest are doing a job on me here. They've had 2 shots in the game. They've scored 2 goals. The keeper just stood there and watched as it cannoned off the defender. We got a good block on the first shot. I just couldn't get someone close enough to him to get a proper block on the second. Well, good angle for the deflection here. Oh, it just took it that little bit further away from the keeper. Only, you know, by a few inches, but it still was enough to put Paul Lopez off. They've had 2 shots, Forest. They've scored 2 goals. I'm 2-0 down against a side that are nowhere even near competitive, ratings-wise, on paper, for my team. We'd have battered them with our championship side, but somehow with my world-class team, I can't do anything. Dallo with the throw. Ziegler brings that down, pulls that back. Here's Lucas Torreira. There's Javier Morales. Turns well. Oh, but the finish is poor. 2-0 down still, and only 16 minutes to go. I can't explain this one to you.
So we're coming down now towards the last 15
Given away by Burns. Nice little 1-2 with Ademola Lookman there from Lucas Torreira. Looks for Rafael Leao, but the pass is picked off. Absolutely typical. They make the mistake and we can't punish them for it. Morales forward there to Lucas Torreira, still driving forward. Why he turned backwards there, I'm not sure. I tried to just turn left and he spun he spun the wrong way to turn there. Torreira into Morales, looking for Rafael Leao. Look through there for Ziegler. It's going to drop back to Leao. Then it falls to Ziegler and we finish. I needed that luck. I needed that stroke of luck here against Nottingham Forest. Oh, dearie me. I can't believe the game is going the way it is. Ziegler's actually going off now, as is Morales. Tom Davies and Suarez Garcia on. Suarez Garcia scored a very late goal to give us the win against Watford in the Cup yesterday. Can we get him involved in a chance to give us a draw against Nottingham Forest here in the Premier League the day after? Maybe. Great footwork from Burns. Cummings turns well. Henry back there to Grant and down the line to Matty Cash. Don't tell me they're going to go up the other end. Have a 3rd shot for the game and score a 3rd goal. Suarez Garcia actually on defensive duty there. That's lovely footwork from Gerzic. Somehow he can't get past the defender. 2.5 minutes to go now. Time's running out. It doesn't look like we are going to get anything from this game other than an embarrassing defeat. Nice tackle by Dallo. Inside to Torreira, down the line to Suarez Garcia. Burns trying to catch me, somehow doing so very well indeed. Suarez Garcia still going here. How has Burns kept up with me there? That's ridiculous. Suarez Garcia is so much faster than him. So much faster than him. That's absolute nonsense. I should have raced away there. Burns was knackered. Suarez Garcia with fresh legs, and he has like 96 sprint speed. And he still caught me. I'm fuming at that result. Absolutely livid. We have to be better against Southampton. Because that league result has really scuppered our chances of getting into a Champions League spot. With Southampton in the Cup next. But in the Premier League, a win in that game could have sent us 3rd. A win in that game could have sent us 3rd. Or at least 4th. At the least 4th. What are Forest doing this season as well? Where are they in the league? Because their team is awful. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Their team is awful. The 10th, apparently. Their team is just dog shit. Everton is still bottom. But they're still playing like their 65 rated players as well. Even though they've got 85 rated players in the squad. Career mode don't have to drive you mad sometimes. Southampton next in the FA Cup. Not having to make any changes to the Southampton side at all. They're playing 5 at the back again. Feltman back there with Mendes and Sabitzer in the midfield. Buffal, Lauren and Rashica up top as a front 3. They've also got Borja Mayoral on the bench should they need him. I expected to walk over Forest and then to walk over Southampton. But I played my full strength side against Forest and failed miserably. So they really do need to turn up now, this first team. Otherwise, I'm going to be livid. More so than I already am. There's its cross here to Lucas Torreira. Of course, the semi-finals are played at Wembley in the FA Cup. So we are just one game away from a Wembley appearance. Oh, Rafael Leao hits the post. Oh, you've got to be better than that in that situation, Rafael. That's just quite simply not good enough. Oh, and I can't get on the end of that with a player. Torreira somehow brings that down and turns well. Lucas Torreira with the acceleration, but not the finish. We dominated the opening stages against Forest, and we've just seen what happened in that game. So I'm not going to take anything for granted after this showing in the opening 6 minutes here against Saints. Free kick for Southampton in the 15th minute. Dalot picked up a yellow card for something that wasn't a foul. But we are going to clear it eventually when it lets someone take a touch of the football. Get that across there to Robin Gerzic. And I'm just looking to accelerate away now. Although Demisi stays with me very, very well indeed. Ziegler will pull that back to Torreira. I'm going to look for Ademola Lookman. It's a terrible pass, but it's dropped to Rafael Leao, who can't get the shot away. I'm playing angry at the minute, which isn't going to help. I need to just calm down and play some good football, because when you play tilted, you don't make good decisions and you don't play good football. Southampton with the ball in, headed not away by Perella, and still they have the effort. Paul Lopez drawn into the save. Buffal tackled by Dalot, thankfully. I'm going to dink this forward looking for Gerzic. We'll play it first time there to Ziegler, and the counter-attack is very much on. Rafael Leao's made the run. We've played him in brilliantly. Rafael Leao shoots it straight at the keeper. Lookman's shot is blocked, and somehow Javier Morales walks onto an open goal. Deary me. I needed luck against Forest to get my one goal that didn't actually win me anything. And I've needed luck there to get me 1-0 up here against Southampton, but hopefully that might well be enough to send us to Wembley. Really going to need to improve between now and the end of this game, and of course the league game at the end of the month as well. Not playing well today. Lauren turns well, finds Sabitzer. Lauren and Sabitzer link up. Wow, shot power. Thankfully, Paul Lopez got rid of it. For some reason, it's put Lucas Torreira on near post duty. Why it does that, I don't know. You should be able to select who you want where from corners. I don't want someone that's 5'4" on the front post, to be completely honest. I'm going to have to be careful here with Dalot breaching in like that. He's on a yellow card. Last thing I want to do is get sent off, and how that's floated over the top of my defenders and reached the man that heads it home. Was it Scherp? I'm not sure. Drifting. Oh, how Dalot didn't win that header, I'm not sure. And it's just not going well for me today. Not going well for me at all. 1-1. Morales. Cross there to Torreira. Gerzic. Forward to Rafael Leao. Through to Lucas Torreira. Is this the chance to score his first goal for the club? Yes, it is. He takes that one very well. Rafael Leao with the assist. I have noticed that a number of the opportunities I missed with Rafael Leao are ones where I've tried to finesse it and find a corner. I'm going to try and switch up the way. Basically, what I'm trying to do there with Torreira is what I've been trying to do with Rafael Leao, and it hasn't been working. Which doesn't make sense, because Torreira has like 75 finishing, Rafael Leao has 83. But regardless, it appears Rafael Leao isn't that good at finesse finishing, so I'm going to try some lace shots with him and just switch up the way that I'm taking my efforts, and maybe that will lead to more goals to go with the assists for Rafael Leao, and he'll become the complete forward that we hope he can be, that we bought him to be. Demisi has his cross blocked, and as we approach half-time here, it looks like we're going to be going in front at the break. Going in front at the break. Lookman will look to turn inside. We've done well. Here's Javier Morales. I'll give that to Rafael Leao. He's turned well. He'll find Ziegler. We might make it 3. We will make it 3. What a finish from Herbert Ziegler. Now things are going my way. Cambridge 3, Southampton 1, just on the brink of half-time. Is that another assist for Leao? It is. And what a finish. Good foul. Nice ball over the top, but Perella will win that header. Sabitzer knocks it down ahead of Torreira. Rashika. Nice tackle by Junior. It's not where I played that pass at all. Oh, and of course it cost me a goal with a deflection that flies in the bottom corner. For fuck's sake. This pass was meant to go forward there to the... Oh, Jesus, wept to Gerzic. I can't believe how this episode's going. I've still got the lead, thankfully, but my God. And it deflects through Perella's legs as well. Jesus wept. Whew, holy moly. 3-2 against Southampton here. This FA Cup tie has come back to life. This episode is killing me. Torreira. Fall there to Morelos. Ziegler's making the run on the right. I've got options to the left of me though. Here's Rafael Leao. Heavy touch. Will find Torreira though. By Morelos. Ziegler's out wide. Overlapping run is arriving. Here's Diogo Dalot. Whipped in. Good header. Oh, not far away at all from Rafael Leao. Still 3-2 up here with less than 20 minutes to go. Morelos' stamina is letting him down again. It's only 65. I'm going to take him off and bring on Tom Davies. And I'm not going to change anything else, actually. I'm going to leave just that one change for now. His shirt. There's less than 3 minutes to go and Southampton are pissing about with it at the back. You do realise you're 2 minutes away from going out of the FA Cup, lads. Messing around with it on the halfway line is not the way to get yourself an equaliser in the final stages of an FA Cup tie. I committed to trying to read a direction that he was going to run in there. Conte heads that brilliantly. And Torreira just gets in the way of that. But on the lunge, he gets to it. Buffal. Demisi brings it down. The referee might blow his whistle here and does. Again, not straightforward. I needed some luck for a goal. They needed some luck for one of theirs as well, to be fair. Brighton and Bournemouth yet to play. Man United and Manchester City will go to extra time, as it does in the FA Cup quarter-finals. Brighton win 5-4 on penalties. City win in extra time, and Liverpool beat Huddersfield. So it's Brighton, Cambridge, Manchester City and Liverpool in the semi-finals of the FA Cup to be played at Wembley. Monnier disappointed not to start. When is that semi-final being scheduled for? With Bournemouth next, it's against Liverpool at the end of April. My God, May's a busy month. Oh, Jesus wept. Okay, we might end up having to split an episode or two towards the end of the month. I wasn't planning on doing that until Europe became a factor, but with such a busy May, such a strangely busy May, normally it's just 3 games in May, but there was 5 there, wasn't there? 5 games in May. All the way to the 25th of May. That's highly unusual. Not entirely too sure why. Might be because of the World Cup at the beginning of the... is it the World Cup? No, it would be the Euros in 2024. It might be because of the Euros earlier on at the beginning of the season that's pushed everything back a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm making a presumption there, perhaps. Loads of players leaving on international duty, but everyone is fit and ready to play against Bournemouth. I would have loved a win against Forest as well, but if we can beat Bournemouth, we still could end the day just a handful of points off top and in the Champions League spots. Bournemouth at home next. Bournemouth's starting lineup: Jaume in goal, 4 at the back, Ziminski, Miazga, Aidu and Target, with 4 in the midfield as well. David Brooks, Gacinovic, Maitland-Niles and Mahoney, with Kutuku sat behind Surridge up top. Not the most amazing lineups from Bournemouth, but it was one of the strongest that they could have put out. Didn't make any changes to it. So we can try and hopefully put the frustrations of Forest behind us, build on what was at least a half-decent performance against Southampton, and try hopefully to ensure 3 points in the league this time around. Rafael Leao trying to find some space. He does get it to Gerzic, who turns brilliantly and doesn't quite squeeze the shot home. Good save by Jaume. We shall try from the corner though. And in it swings. Conti could be up. It's a hell of a header from Idu. Get it quickly with Torreira out there. Oh, it's a lovely ball in. And Gerzic. That was a cheeky little cross from Ademola Lookman. Picked out Robin Gerzic beautifully. Not exactly what I had in mind when I initially went to cross it first time. I envisaged more of a whip than just a little scooped cross in towards the near post. But he's just dinked it in there and then helped on its way by Gerzic. We have a 1-0 lead. Exactly the start I was after. Not how I envisaged it happening, but whoa, it's hard for the keeper to save that one. But we have ourselves a 1-0 lead after 7 minutes. We dominated the early stages against Forest and lost. We dominated the early stages against Southampton and won. On neither occasion did we score early. This time we have. It's Matthew Target. Early cross from him, but Conti heads away. Only as far as Maitland-Niles though. Mahoney, Gacinovic, Target, Niles. Or Maitland-Niles. Gacinovic around the corner there to David Brooks. Into Surridge. Forcing him wide here, but he does squeeze it in. And somehow that makes it underneath the keeper. I can't tell you how, but Surridge has equalised Bournemouth moments after we went 1-0 up. It's gone down as an own goal. Who for? Perella? Oh, it's hit Perella in the shin. It's hit the centre-back in the shin, and the keeper's dived next to the ball. And after 13 minutes, we're pegged back to 1-1. If ever something was going to sum up this episode so far, or this episode in general, it was that. Oh, dearie me. Oh, it's a lovely turn by Rafael Leao. We'll try and lace it this time. It was on target. It was well hit, but the keeper makes a good save, and they'll clear it away, Bournemouth. Looking to, as they had the instant reply to my goal to go in front, hopefully we can have the instant reply to their equaliser. But Jaume certainly trying his hardest to ensure that we don't have the instant reply to anything. Another good delivery. Headed away again. This time by Gacinovic. Firpo take his time before playing it down the line. Lookman. There's Leao. Gerzic has come short. Leao's through that gap, but I can't squeeze it to him. 21 minutes played. It's still 1-1. Nice tackle by Diogo Dalot. And Torreira will look for Gerzic. Takes it in his stride well. Will look for Leao. He shrugged off the defender. Rafael Leao finishes well. Using my laces, not the finesse. Good strength there. That was half the reason why I bought him, actually. The fact that he had the strength to go with the pace. Doesn't feel electric quick, Rafael Leao. At any point has he felt like he's absolutely rapid, but that 94 strength really comes in handy, specifically in situations like that. Like shrugging the defender off, and then with his laces finding the top corner. That was Emmanuel Savi-esque. That is exactly the sort of goal and scenario that we envisaged when we bought Rafael Leao. I would very much like to have more of it. A goal from each of our strikers in the opening half an hour here, and we have ourselves a 2-1 lead. Hopefully this time we can hold on to it. David Brooks might have other ideas. Get your words out, Cheese Knight. Corner to come in from Maitland-Niles. It's whipped well. It's headed away well by Junior Firpo. Will come back towards me though. Oh, that was gorgeous from Gacinovic. Keeper's come and punched. He's going to have to get back on his line. Maitland-Niles has dropped the shoulder well there. Conti still trying to close him down. Again, Maitland-Niles twists and turns. Surridge tackled by Perella. Cross there to Gacinovic. Little back heel to Szyminski. Playing the ball about nicely here, Bournemouth. They have been my bogey team in a couple of series so far this season. All this FIFA. And they have themselves an equaliser. Again, it's 2-2 in the 35th minute. This is one hell of a game. Ziegler. Leao. Nicely to Gerzic. I needed that run from midfield and it didn't arrive. But Rafael Leao's done brilliantly. And Leao very nearly gave us a lead again. But that last-ditch tackle from the defender denied me. It was absolutely vital from the man at the back for Bournemouth. Katuku with the free kick for Bournemouth, whipped in, and well, Perella heads away. Perellas will help that round the corner. Gerzic, pace time, unleash it please. Looking to thread through, Rafael Leao takes it in his stride well. Idu's with me, is that a penalty? No. See what I mean about Rafael Leao not feeling like he's electric quick. I don't know what Idu's pace is, but Leao has 96 acceleration, 94 sprint speed. I'm going to have a quick look on FIFA and see what Idu's pace is. I don't actually know which Idu it is. Must be Joseph Idu. 75 acceleration, 79 sprint speed. He has potential to get to 81 and he starts at 74. I mean, Rafael Leao should be pulling away there. He should be burying that. But somehow, on 2 occasions now, defenders have come from nowhere to put in expert tackles. Torreira to Gerzic. Rafael Leao played in again, and Idu's with him again, and he gets the block in too. He's having the chances here, Leao, and he's getting so desperately unlucky that Bournemouth apparently are just, despite having already conceded 2, they're still playing very well defensively. 2-2 at the break. Morella's just walked up to Katuku there and taken the ball off him. Gerzic should knock that back there to Lucas Torreira. Ziegler is making the moves and he's found brilliantly. He's got 99 finishing, but I'm not going to be able to use it there because... Gerzic, mate, what was that? Are you serious? Playing him superbly and he pops up with that finish. Leao.
Absolutely no trouble for the goalkeeper.
I can't believe Gerzic's there. Why slide to get to that? That is a simple tap-in for the Swede. Oh, lovely footwork from Rafael Leao. Lookman into the box. And again, a wonderful tackle from the defender. Bournemouth, where are these tackles coming from? They're disgustingly good and frustratingly good. Leao, lovely spin. Rafael Leao. Yes! That's the finish we want. The rifled shots, the laces shots, clearly making the difference for Rafael Leao. I've stopped finessing it. I've started just hitting it. And it's working. Leao outside the right foot. Did the keeper get a hand to it? He did. Fingertips up on the underside the bar, the back of the net. This time can we hold on to the lead? Torreira.
What about
Through there
Bournemouth
to Rafael Leao.
Yeah, they're playing Arsenal in the next match.
Gerzic.
And
I see the run arriving of Torreira out there to Ziegler. Great first touch. And he'll finish this. Confident of it every single time that Ziegler gets some space. 4-2 Cambridge. Now there's a little bit of daylight between ourselves and the Cherries. Nice touch to get past the defender. And in that situation, numerous times this season, 9 times in fact, Ziegler has put the ball in the back of the net. He's stepped up this year. We didn't get enough from him goal scoring wise last year. And Ademola Lookman showed him up a little bit. As it happens, it's the other way around this year. Ziegler's been playing really well and Ademola Lookman has been left wanting in the goal scoring department. I can't seem to get both my wingers firing with regards to their goal scoring in any given season. But as long as someone's scoring the goals and we're not completely suffering a drought, I'm happy enough, I think. Rafael Leao across there to Lucas Torreira. Loses out though. Out there to Brooks. Kacinovic again. Lookman does well. All picked off, but Torreira will pick up the loose ball and get it to Tom Davies. And the corner there to Torreira. Forward to Rafael Leao. Who's actually on a hat-trick now. Rafael Leao. We will dink it though, looking for Gerzic, who wins the header and pokes it home for a 5th. We are finally starting to score goals. 3 against Southampton, 5 here against Bournemouth. He's just dominated the defender aerially, and the keeper is in no man's land, caught between where the players were and where his goal line was. And the ball just looped over him. Only his 8th goal of the league season, though, there for Gerzic. Ziegler on the right-hand side has scored more goals than him. It's a big sign that I'm not getting enough out of Gerzic, but he got 2 in that game, as did Rafael Leao, and I'm pretty sure Leao got a couple of assists there as well. Let's have a look. 2 goals each for Leao and for Gerzic, and an assist each for them both as well. That was much, much better. They had 1 shot and scored 2 goals because, of course, the own goal went in off the shins of Perella at the beginning. But to be able to be pegged back once and then be pegged back again and still drive forward and get a strong result, I'm very pleased to have come away from that game with 3 points. And to have ended the episode on a high. We've worked our way up. We started on a real low with a defeat against Nottingham Forest. If we'd won that game, we'd be just a point off top. There have been some questioning of my decision making with regards to transfers, with regards to which fixtures I'm playing, etc, etc, in the comment section over recent times. I'm hoping that at the end of the season, my decisions will prove to have been the right ones. As things stand, we're in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, and we're only 4 points off the top of the table, 2 points outside the top 4, and 3 points behind City and Spurs, with 9 games in the Premier League season to go. Champions League football is still very much there for the taking in the next season. Wolves, Everton, Fulham, West Ham and Liverpool in tomorrow's episode. We'll have to decide which ones we sim or which ones we play, but certainly the semi-final against Liverpool will be played, and then we're going to have a decision to make when it comes to May. I may end up splitting the month of May, because especially if we win the FA Cup semi-final and get through against Liverpool, because it's then going to be very, very busy in May, and with so much on the line, I might have to split it. But tomorrow, we shall run the month as we ordinarily do. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on the remainder of the season. It is going to be another nail-biter at the end of a Premier League season. We've had a number of nail-biting ends to seasons so far in this series. Not necessarily in the Premier League, though. We've kind of dropped off last season, and the year before was just, again, 8th place, followed by a 9th place. Now, hopefully, we can keep this going right to the final day. Maybe, hopefully, it'll be boring because we're so far ahead of everyone else that they can't catch us on the final day. We'll find out. Gabriel Jesus, though, is banging the goals in. I'll see you next time.